So I've been asked to talk about the topic of leadership, which frankly is one of my favourite topics. When I guess, what I do is I try and focus on what's the first thing that pops into my mind when I think of a topic, in this case leadership. And the first thing for me is I just get excited about it because I think it's one of the most spoken about topics, most least understood, certainly least practiced. I think there's a lot of people who do it but don't do it well. Some people do it really well but haven't got the title of being a leader, so they sort of get overlooked for it. But I think, it's been a life study for me. It's something I'm incredibly passionate about. And I want to just share some concepts with you that I have from my own personal experience and from working with leaders around the world that I think really are the hallmarks of great leadership. So the first thing that stands out to me about leadership is followship. I always look at the metrics of things, like how will we know when we've got that accomplished, whether it's about vision or about business results. And with leadership, it's purely and simply for me about followship. It's not about business results. Yes, that's something that we have to get. We can get that through management as well. When I think about leadership, what leadership really is, the way that I think of us evaluating my own leadership and the performance and leadership of other leaders is, who's following you? Who? How many? Will they follow you in the tough times as well as in the good times? So followship to me is the key. And I don't think it's really that complex. It's this simple. Would you follow you? When you look in the mirror at yourself and only you know what your real motives, what your real values, what your real integrity is, knowing the real you, would you follow you? And if the answer to that question is a question mark, then you've got some work to do around leadership. If the answer that screams back at you is, hell yeah, I'd follow me, then that's a pretty good sign that you're going to be an effective leader. And you don't want to say yes out of ego and out of just sheer confidence that you could do a good job, but when you just quietly listen to the voice inside, in the toughest of times, would you follow you? And that to me is one of the things that you can get great feedback from other people, but often the reason it's hollow or it doesn't make a difference is because there's a voice inside you that's more powerful than any other voice you can get that says, you're standing up there leading these other people, but, and there's a but, and the but typically comes down to, do you even believe in what you're doing? And would you follow you? So that's my challenge to you this month. When you think about yourself stepping into 2010, leading your teams or influencing people, even if you aren't a designated leader for 2010 in your role, just think about that question. When push comes to shove, would you follow you?